Steph Curry allegedly seriously considered reuniting with Kevin Durant. So let's talk about it. So basically, in one of 5 interviews, Curry revealed that he and the Warriors legitimately discussed whether and how to blow up the roster of the defending NBA champs this summer for a reunion with Durant, who dramatically split from the Golden State Warriors in 2019 for the Brooklyn Nets following back-to-back titles, writes Matt Sullivan of the Rolling Stones. Steph Curry thought Kevin Durant's destination preferences were unrealistic. He suggested that they were all unrealistic because, they had superstar rosters. He said Brooklyn's high asking price. If he was going to go to Phoenix, that team was going to be the same if he was there. Said Curry. And with Boston, they have a little bit of everything, but they would have had to deal with the transition of getting rid of Jaylen Brown. And this is a quote from Steph Curry. I was never hesitant. The idea of playing with KD and knowing who he is as a person from our history in those 3 years, I think KD is a really good deal. I think he's misunderstood. I think he had certain things happen in his life that hurt his ability to trust people around him in a sense of making him feel safe at all times. So all of those things I understand. Having played with him and gotten to know him, I love that dude, end quote. That was what Curry said. Now, there's another great piece that right here, shout out Real GM. I think it's also from the Matt Sullivan. So basically, Curry was admitting that his excitement, like he couldn't contain it when he heard rumors of Golden State potentially trading for Kevin Durant, telling Rolling Stone his teammate was misunderstood. And Curry said he ran through the lineup possibilities with Durant before it, that he has complete confidence in his current teammates to repeat as champions. So this is the quote, because before we say the quote, you remember there was reports in early July that the Warriors had interest in trading for Durant. The Nets and Durant announced in late August that the forward will not be traded, ending any trade speculation. So this is the quote from Curry. And if he said, oh, KD's coming back and we're going to play with him, I had so much fun playing with him those 3 years, I'd be like, hell yeah. Then you have to think, what does that actually mean? When does it look like? You tell me I'm playing with Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, and Draymond Green. I'm like, hell yeah. But you also understand, like, if we run this back, I've got complete confidence in my team that we can win it again as constructed, said Curry. So it is an interesting situation on the whole, because I know most people, that's probably not what you're thinking at all. And I think it's definitely interesting because do you think Kevin Durant would have wanted to go back? But I think Steph Curry was just saying that it was. And I just think it's something that happens because, I don't know. I think it's weird due to the fact that Curry would be fine with it, but I think Curry's suggesting like he would love for Durant to come here, but he's fully aware that if they try to get Steph Curry and Durant back together, Curry won't be seeing a lot of those teammates that he just won a championship with. And I think that's what what Curry meant by this was like, I would love to play with him, but we sat down, we talked, and we realized X, Y, and Z is what we're going to have to give up. And I like X, Y, and Z. So I think he's just suggesting like, hey, this is definitely something I would have done. Okay, if maybe it was through free agency where we didn't have to give up the team. Because you guys have to understand the reason why Kevin Durant was even there in the first place, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, in 2016 when he went there. I was actually in Argentina when he made that decision, 7 years ago. And 6-7 years ago. Was because his free agent salary cap jumped, which allowed the Warriors to have the salary cap space for him to sign. And right there and then, we all knew that, like, hey, this was a team that was going to be doing stuff that we hadn't seen before. And nothing against them. It's just, I think people weren't realizing that, hey, this is not going to happen. I originally was super stoked about the Durant stuff, but if you guys followed me all summer long, I had talked about extensively about the Durant stuff, the Kyrie stuff, and why I didn't believe by the end of it, of having covered it for so long. And yeah, I want to hear your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this whole situation? Did you think Steph Curry actually meant what he said, or was this him just being nice for KD, who's a guy who gets a little bit butthurt too easy? So that's basically it for me. I hope you guys do have a great day. Follow my channels down below, like and subscribe, do all that good jazz. I'm gonna get out of here because that's it from me. Till next time, guys. Peace.